Good morning, good morning, good morning, all of my great trade geniuses out there. Welcome back to Trade Genius Live. I am your host and the brand ambassador of the Edge Fund, the prop firm, Trend Genius, and we are in here on a Monday. Yep, it's cold, got fires outside. It smells like burnt something in the air. Yeah, man, it's a little wild, a little trying times over here right now, man. Let's see who we got in the building, Tutelli, good morning, good morning. Regina, good morning. Levikana, hello, hello. Laser Focus, good morning. T. Pruitt, oh, thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much for the birthday wish. Mr. Cologne, good morning. Terry Hart, shout out to Terry Hart, man. I got your DM. Shout out to you, my guy. That's what's up, brother. Good stuff. Joe Bro, good morning. Q, Grand Risings. Mr. Cologne. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate that. We did pretty good last night. Wasn't too bad. Sneehall, good morning. Hella Bands, good morning. Vlogs by Cows Crim, good morning. Bodovan, hello. Ta, good morning. PT702FX, good morning. Jay Royal, thank you, brother. Appreciate the happy birthday wish. AP Bullman got pips. Grand Rising, Kings and Queens and Traders. Kaz, Grand Risings, my guy. My nail girl, what is going on? Good morning. Jerry Jack, Mr. Payout in the building. Felix Navarez. Twyla, good morning. Mike, good morning. Miss Bossy B, good morning. Excuse me. Soak It Insider, good morning. Serena, good morning. Soy Sizzle, good morning. Oh, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. You heard him. He said, run them likes up for the B-Day. That's what's up. Simone, thank you. Bossy B, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got the Jordan Tech fit on for the birthday. I had to switch it up a little bit, you know. Thank you, Super Spaceman. Levikana, thank you. Q, thank you. Levikana, thank you for that cupcake or that cake, whatever that is. That looks good. Todd, thank you, my guy. PT, thank you, y'all. I appreciate that on the well wishes. D Young, good morning. Thank you for the birthday wish. Appreciate that. Raider 40, Jerry Jack, thank you, brother. Paula Trays, good morning. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all y'all. I wish you get to that island, man, for real. I wish we all get to it. Thank you, Serena. I appreciate that. Wally, thank you. What we got? Emu, good morning. Welcome and thank you. Jazz Rich, thank you. Appreciate that. I appreciate y'all. For real. And I told y'all I was gonna be in here anyway on my birthday. I wasn't tripping. And we doing our evening stream. Yeah. We getting it in. Ain't nothing about to stop nothing. All right, cool. Well, how are y'all feeling this morning? One word me in the comment section. How are we feeling? We got about 7 minutes to the open. How are we feeling this morning? Let me turn this up just a little bit. About right there. All right, cool. Making sure I ain't getting no feedback. All right, cool. Let me go in here and send this last little notification out. Where we at? We are. Oh, wrong Discord. Bam. All right, cool. Everything has been sent out. All right. That's what's up. Oh, thank you, C. McGregor. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. A little something. I don't know. Y'all get to know me more. Y'all know, like, I be liking to get my little fashion on. A little tired, but we still, yeah, absolutely. Feeling good. Miss Bossy B said good. T. Pruitt said blessed. User IH5 blessed. That's what's up. Thank you, Regina. Let's see here where we at. Yo. Let's get it today. That's what's up. That's hope I'm saying it right. Ricky Barnow. That's what's up. Joe Bro said fine. Kyle said chilling. For real. Benjamin said ready, bro. That's what's up. You got Ben. You got that interview today, right? Laser focus said he's feeling enough. That's what's up. That's cool. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Appreciate y'all chiming in on that. And you know what I mean? How would I say? Putting your emotions out there. You know what I mean? That's why we do that every morning. See McGregor feeling good. That's what's up. We want to put that in every morning. That's why I always ask. We always want to remember we're auditing ourselves, right? With everything that we do. So we want to make sure that we are knowledgeable and understanding how we're feeling every day that we sit down. Paid too many bills yesterday? Yeah, that's all right. We have an opportunity every day to, you know what I mean, to take that the other way and put some profits back into the kitty. You know what I mean? That's what's up. Jerry Jack said he's feeling good. Edom said great. Ben said, yes, sir. Got that meeting today. JR, good morning. Triple OG, triple. That's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, for real. For real. What T. Pruitt just said. This right here. Let's go, Ben. Life-changing stuff. For real, man. Your life changes today, bro. That's real. That's real stuff. Like they say, real spit. Your life changes today, man. That's so dope for you, bro. I'm glad that you got it going on today, man. So, you know, we definitely want to hear the results. You know what I mean? So Regina Beck said encouraged. Tutelli said good. Soak said good. That's what's up. Yeah, man, you know what? We're gonna throw the rally hat on today. Let's throw the rally hat on today, man. All right, we're going back to the rally hat. Yeah, let's do the rally hat. No glasses today. No blue light glasses today. Nothing. All right, let's get it. Let's see here. All right, cool. All right, so I feel like a box of fluffy ducks. I don't know what that feels like. I guess it feels good. Fluffy ducks, I get it. Emu said feeling great. Ricky Barno said I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good things today. That's what's up. Good stuff. All right, we got our how would I say? Super Spaceman said feeling good. Amazing. We have our we've audited our feelings, right? All right, let's get to the next thing, man. It's a bunch of auditing we got to do every day. All right, let's go ahead on and let's get to the news. Let me get my screen share popping. All right, so news today, Wednesday, May 20th. All we have is we have this GBP orange news is monetary policy report earnings, orange folder. That's of course Great Britain. Will that affect the market? I doubt it, but we'll see. I mean, London is still rocking right now. Remember, London doesn't close until 11 a.m. Eastern. So we're right at the tail end of London right now. So we have to just wait and see. And then, you know, we got FOMC minutes today. So let's go ahead and jump to the charts. And man, we had some crazy price action last night. Crazy price action last night, boy. It was wow. I'm talking just wow. All right, where are we? We are here. Okay, cool. So let's do this real quick. We got a couple minutes. So let's go ahead and mark it out. Let's check our daily buys for the day. So we got 5, 9, 11, and 2 a.m. All right. So we're looking to see if London took out Asia highs and or Asia lows. So we know during this session, this would be Asia's not full session, of course. This is just a time frame we mark out for our little cheat code. So this is Asia's high during that time. This would be Asia's low. What's going on? What's happening? I'm just in a trade. Okay, let me go over here. What that thing just said? Order filled. I did have a trade set up, but well, okay. All right, no big deal. All right, let's go back. So this is Asia's high. This is Asia's low. During this session, let's see here. This would be London's low, and this will be London's high. So London did take out Asia's high, but did not take out Asia's low. So what that means, we look for price to be bullish. And let's see. But once again, we're not married to that. As we stated, it's always a gauging point just to kind of get an idea of what price may do during the New York session. So let me go ahead on, and this is the most craziest thing. Let's do that. Yes. Order filled. All right. So I don't know. It just put me in a trade. It's like $63. I just exited out because I wasn't even taking a position, but the things we live with as traders. Okay. So market open. We got our bullish bias for the day. We checked news. We audited our feelings. We audited news. We also audited, our little bias for the night. A little bias for today. So definitely DS is invalidated, unfortunately. That's pretty much how that went. Because price already hit the daily level. Let me just double check that. Let me make sure I'm on point. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, cool. So let me get back to the 1 minute. And maybe we can get a 15-minute strat. This 630 candle, on the 15-minute time frame, this 630 candle needs to flip bearish for us to be able to take this 15-minute strat. If not, then we just sit on our hands. It's just that simple. We ain't forcing nothing. We ain't stressing nothing. We just going to allow the market to come to us. We are not going to meet the market halfway. We are going to allow the market to come to us. So can you explain a 15-minute banger when you start looking for it? I want to make sure I fully understand. Absolutely. Lazy call shorts. Yeah, I saw that. Khalida, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. All right, what we got? We got 64 viewers. We have 31 likes. We just need to get 33 more likes. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please do both. Cost you nothing, just a couple of clicks. It's free. That's all I ask, and I take care of the rest. All right. Now, so y'all, I just figured out what's going on with my TradeGheenyuz. It's doing the same thing again. So I figured out what's going on. So we can discuss that in a little bit. I'm still having the same error issue from yesterday. Man, frustrating, but whatever. I'll move on. Okay. So if we get a 15-minute banger, I'll definitely go over that for you, Ty. No problem. Right now, our DS strat is invalidated. Yeah, I see lazy call shorts. That thing look like, yeah, it's in drawdown right now. Yeah, it is in drawdown right now, unfortunately. Oh, good. All right, cool. Well, while we're allowing that to cook, let's go ahead and get a little mental muscle going. Y'all know how we like to do it. Gotta feed that psychology, right? All right, cool. So, question of the day today is always a good one, always a good one. Is this entry aggressive or refined? Is this entry aggressive or refined? Let's talk about that. Let me ask y'all, what kind of entry would you like to take? Would you like an aggressive entry or a refined entry? One word me in the chat. Just put aggressive or refined. I want to see at least 61 responses to that. Ask yourself, would you like your entry to be aggressive or refined? What would work for you? One word me in the chat. Aggressive, just put aggressive or refined. Or you can put A or R, either one. Aggressive or refined. Morning, target hit, $900 profit. That's what's up. Shout out to Pete. Good stuff. You took the long. That's what's up. Refine, refine, refine. Okay. Serena said refine. Ty said refine. DeYoung said refine. Sneehall said refine. All right, that's 4 of them. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Sneehall, refine. Laser, focus, refine. Soak said refine. Mike, refine. Court, refine. Joe Bro, Corbs, Raider 40, Soy, refine. Nail Girl, refine. AP Bullman got pips, refined. Juvier's Wine Shorts hit full TP in 3 minutes. Wow. That's dope. You know, I did see that come across. Simone said, Simmons family said refined. Is that Jasa of Atlas, refined. Hella bands, refined. Only exceptions, what? Is market open. Got you. T. Pruitt said refined. Wiley, refined. Hella bands, for real, right? He says that's the only exception. I love it. Refined. Miss Bossy B. Ben said refined. Kaz refined. All right, okay. I'm getting a bunch of refines. Man, this is telling you, boy, y'all learning. I can't stump y'all. I cannot stump y'all. For real. Everybody saying refine. I cannot stump y'all. That's good stuff. Wow, look at that. Got my eyebrows looking like this. That's too funny. Ms. Bossy B said refine. Everybody said refine. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, so let's get into it then. So aggressive entries equals higher risk, right? That means higher risk, right? Because it's an aggressive entry, right? Wow, the price just, what the heck? Price just, you see how quick that flipped? Wow, 5 minute? That flipped quick. Jeez, okay. Well, hey, I ain't mad. Maybe we can get this little 15-minute play. That'll be cool. All right, so aggressive entries equals higher risk. Yeah, it's looking like that, Snehal, looking like it may play out. Absolutely. We got about 8 more minutes before this candle close, so we got more time. But yeah, aggressive entries, as I stated, equals higher risk, right? Because they're aggressive, right? We want a refined entry, right? Because a refined entry means what? It's better structure. That's why it's refined. And shout out to everybody who put refined in here. No one put aggressive. That's what's up. We understand. We can't approach the market with aggression, right? We can't do that. It's just not going to work. We cannot approach the market with that kind of emotion. Remember, we want to, like everyone stated, we want a refined, you know what I'm saying, entry. Because we know a refined entry is going to be based on structure. It's going to be based on confirmation. It's going to be based on what the market is giving us, right? And that's what's important. That's what we always want to make sure of. If it's an aggressive entry, lean back off that. Lean back off that. And you know if it's aggressive, you're going to feel that. You're going to know if it's you will know that. You won't even have to second guess yourself. Now the issue is, will your discipline kick in and stop you or prevent you from taking that entry if it's aggressive? Or will it stop you and remind you that, hold on, just sit back, be patient. Let's wait. Let's wait for this structure. Let's wait for this confirmation. Let's wait for this, this setup, this other step to my strategy, right? To play out first before I take this entry. So with that stated, it's always important. That's why I ask y'all in the morning, how y'all feeling, right? Because our emotions can drive this issue, this aggressive entry. Our emotions can drive that. So if we audit ourselves and we understand how we're feeling, right, that already gives us a mental look and a mental identification of where we are emotionally at that moment. Because anything could change, right? You can get a, phone call while you're trading, and you can get a text message from a family member or something go down, and that can also bring up some emotions depending on whatever it is that you may be dealing with personally. And that's just life, right? There's nothing wrong with that. It's just understanding what's going on. We have to make sure that we are constantly auditing ourselves, not just ourselves, but of course auditing price action, auditing our entries, auditing our strategies. Like, we want to make sure that we are always auditing. We are always trying to find out what's missing, right? If we can always identify what's missing, then we know what we need to implement at that point, whatever it is. So we don't want to know what's there. What's there is going to already there. We always want to identify what's missing. That's why we always want to do this audit. every day. Just want to be auditing ourselves. And also too, man, I just want to say this. Shout out to my sis Canary, man. She sent me a really, really dope. I'm gonna share it with y'all later. She sent me this really, really dope this thing that she made for my birthday, man. This little, it's like a little flyer type thing, right? I'm gonna show y'all. It's dope, super dope. All right, we have 65 viewers. We have 38 likes. Let's go ahead and get them likes up. If you ain't here, you're in here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And you're in the right place. So go ahead on and just give me the free likes. That's all I ask. And as I stated, I'll take care of the rest. But shout out to everybody who put refined, in the chat. Let me know. We thinking. That's all these questions of the day and tips of the day are designed. They're designed to get us thinking. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. To reply, even after withdrawals. Oh, someone hit me up with a Discord question. I mean, with a TEF question. They're gonna of course have to wait. It wouldn't have been here. If I wouldn't have been here, I would have answered aggressive entry. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Sneehall. That's what this is designed to do, man. It's designed to get all of us, even me too. I want to tell y'all, like when every stream that we have, when I'm talking to y'all, I just want y'all to know I'm talking to myself too, because I don't have it. I'm not 10. I'm not 10-10 with my trading in the regard of like I just totally have everything down when it comes to my emotions. There are times where like little things still kind of, you know what I mean? Little things, but I've gotten so much better at not allowing it to what I say, like pry into my trading. But I still have some things to work on when it comes to like little things like when my copy trader wasn't working, stuff like that. Even though I didn't treat it as a big deal, I still have to, like, I joked about it, right? But I still know that I still have work to do when it comes to like, I still, in my heart of hearts and in my opinion, anytime any of those things happen, I just got to just be poker face with everything. You know what I mean? And just not even take no kind of emotion, even if it's something as small as me just, joking about it, being funny. And I was joking about it, just, sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying, right? The little saying they say. But at the end of the day, when I'm talking to y'all, I'm also talking to myself, because I'm trying to make sure that I'm constantly refining my psychology as well. Because it just take one event for any one of us, and you can go on tilt. And I know that, like, anybody, any one of us can, because we're human. So I always want to make sure that I'm always auditing my feelings as well and my emotions to make sure that I don't, go on tilt or something triggers me to do, be upset where it pries into my trading. I think I got that part down, but I know I'm not 100% there. So I still have work to do. I'm only 2 years in, you know what I mean? And I think that's what I'm really working on the most is psychology. I don't make crazy mistakes. I don't chase. I don't FOMO. I don't do any of those things. Like, I'm totally on the other side of that. But I am now still working on my psychology from a deeper perspective. You know what I'm saying? I know that's where I am in my trading. Like, I know my strategies. I know how to implement them. Like, I know all of that stuff. It's just that part, right? So when I'm talking to y'all, I'm also talking to myself. I want y'all to know that. So these questions of the day and these tips of the day, they help me too. They help me, you know what I'm saying? Keep my stuff in order as well. Let's see here. What Serena say? I think Serena said something. I got it. I was just looking through Discord. LOL. Drew River, congrats. Drew River, congrats. Passed my first. Oh, I didn't even see that. Passed my first eval yesterday. Today's my first day attempting a trade. If I can find a good setup. Absolutely, man. That's what's up. Shout out to Drew River. That's what's up, man. Good stuff, brother. Good stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. Wait, let me make sure. Because I said, okay, cool. But man, that's great. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Just take your time. Don't be in a rush. And let me say this. Jude. Whatever you did to get to the payout, make sure you're doing this. Excuse me, whatever you did to pass the eval, make sure you're doing the same things. That'll get you to the payout. Don't change anything. I hope you were journaling all those trades so you can go back and read your journal and go over what you did and understand what you did. Excuse me. So this way you can get an idea of what you need to do moving forward. Just do the same thing. And if, I know it's probably going to I know it's going to feel a little different for you because, well, 15-minute banger is invalidated. Let me jump over there real quick. I'm going to jump back to what I was talking to Drew River about. Yeah, 15-minute banger is now invalidated, so no trade there either. Hey, so both of my strategies are not set up today. And guess what? No harm, no foul. That makes it easy for me. So, let me go back because y'all know how I rock. So with that stated, let's do this, that, log off. All right, cool. So going back to what I was telling you, Jude, I know there's going to be some emotions involved because it's your funded account, and you're probably going to feel a little bit of emotions and stuff like that. But just if you got to take some deep breaths, if you got to get up and just walk away, just do the exact same thing that you did. Don't do anything different. Literally, do the exact same that you did, even if you have to treat it like it's an eval. You know what I'm saying? Just for the psychology perspective, right? And don't be so quick to want to take a trade. Truly wait for your good setup. If your good setup, hypothetically speaking, doesn't happen till next Wednesday, then that's just when you take your first trade. Don't feel like you have to trade because you have your funded account. Wait for a good setup. You know what I mean? And then you'll be all right. And don't worry about anything after that. Just focus on those things and everything else will fall into place. So everyone that shot out refined entry, that was, you good stuff. I appreciate that. Also, that's great. It's also great. I appreciate the feedback. Also, that's helping you as well individually. But then at the same time, understanding that we cannot be aggressive in this market, that we are definitely, as I stated, we are the bottom feeders, right? We are the bottom feeders in this pool of trading, right? With all the whales and sharks. And that and the reason why I gave that analogy is to kind of make us understand, we're just waiting for the scraps to fall. When scraps fall, we eat and we keep swimming. You know what I'm saying? So we keep swimming in this ocean, big, huge ocean of traders. So, and also understanding that that your entry has to be refined. That's great because that's going to be based on structure, confirmation, all of those things that we just talked about. So shout out to everyone who put refined. I mean, everybody put refined. No one put aggressive. But as Snehal said, if it wasn't for the live streams, he, you know what I'm saying? He would have, he possibly would have put aggressive in there. But that just lets us know that the live streams are working. They're helping. They're allowing us to, how would I say, fine tune our psychology and get our psychology in the right place. And that's what's important. That's the most important thing. Absolutely. That's the most important thing. So shout out to y'all, man. That's dope. That's dope. And I'm noticing, I'm seeing growth every day. I'm seeing growth every day. And that's amazing. That is what we are here to do. Grow. So let's go ahead and jump in. Well, let me ask you this. Any questions, any concerns on that? Let me know. Any questions, any concerns? Anything y'all want to talk about? Let me know. We got some time. We're moving along pretty quickly. As I stated, Lazy's trade, unfortunately, they pay bills. Lazy's trade, there was a business expense on his trade today. It is what it is. That comes with territory. Shout out to Lazy, though, because he definitely be killing it. I'm telling you, I rarely see his trades. I rarely see his trades be business expenses. Let me say that. But hey, it's a part of trading, right? We're not going to win every trade, but I think for everyone who watches Lazy trade, we can honestly say that his win rate is pretty darn high, for real. But yeah, so that's what's up, Super Space Man. Yeah, absolutely, man. That was the whole point. That was the whole point, to have the frequency way different, to have it way different. All right, so let's go to tip of the day. Tip of the day is, if the trade is good, you shouldn't need to babysit it. We talk about this, right? If the trade is good, you shouldn't need to babysit it. Period. Actually, you shouldn't need to babysit any trade, good or bad, right? But when we take a bad entry, you tend to want to do what? Think about it. What do you tend to want to do? You tend to want to overmanage it, right? Because it's funny how it's funny because we're humans and we have senses, right? We have our senses, right? And we know when we take a bad entry. We know when we take a bad trade. We know that. We know that. We know that. And when that happens, I think the guilty conscience of us taking that bad trade makes us overmanage it, right? Because we know it wasn't a clean setup. Like we know it. Even though you may have jumped in it, we know it. At least I can speak for myself. There's been many trades that I've taken, like bad trades when I was first learning and trying to understand all of this. And it's like, at first, when you don't know you don't know you're taking a bad trade. Number one. Number two, when you do take one, like after you've got some experience under your belt and you understand FOMO and you understand all of those things, and you take one, it's like right off. And the funny thing is, your guilty conscience from that trade, it'll make you overmanage it, right? You babysit it. You're watching it because it's funny how we know it was a bad entry, so we want to watch it. It's gonna make it's going to make the trade be better or something. I don't know. It's weird. I've done it. I'm speaking from experience. But it's funny when you take a clean setup. At least for me, I'm at the point now where it's like I'm not gonna babysit my trades. No need to babysit. Because think about it. A clean setup reduces stress, right? Because it's clean. So now it's just like, hey, either it's gonna hit TP or it's gonna hit my stop loss. But it was a clean setup. So those you tend to be more relaxed on. But it's funny how when we take a bad entry, like I said, a bad entry, a bad trade, we'll tend to want to babysit it. It's crazy how that happens, man. It's crazy. But think about it. Good trades manage themselves, right? They manage themselves. We don't have to do anything. They manage themselves. Straight up. A good trade will do what it needs to do, profitable or not. Profitable or not. And also too, keep this in mind. If you have audited, you've done your auditing, you got the price action that you needed, you got your setup, and your setup is clean, and you take it, right? That's all that you really want. Don't worry about, of course, we want it to be profitable, but I'm saying all you really want is to make sure that you took a good entry with good price action, you checked off all your boxes, and that's it. That's all you should desire. Don't worry about anything else, because that's focusing on the process. Just had to plug in my laptop. That's focusing on the process. So being a process-driven trader is where we need to be. As long as we keep implementing process every day, we're going to pass evals. Not only are you going to pass evals, you're going to get to payouts. You know what I'm saying? And even after getting some payouts, you may blow an account here or there. That's going to happen. That happens. Being an experienced trader and blowing accounts don't mean you suck. Price action just went against the trade just went against you. You know what I'm saying? That can happen. That can happen. And understand that, understand that a blown account means nothing but just that. Don't take it like you ruined something. You didn't ruin anything. You just go get another account. Really just that simple. But of course, if you're journaling and you're doing the things that you need to do on that note, then you can go back and see possibly what you may have done, what may have went wrong. Or maybe nothing went wrong at all. Maybe, because where we are in the market right now and in our economics, that trades are just, not playing out how they normally would. I mean, we're going through a lot right now. The market is dealing with a lot right now. Think about it. We're at war. We have an administration who's always talking. We just got a new Fed chair. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's going to be like, you know, it's going to be all kind of stuff going on. You just got to sit back and look at the entire picture. And see, I blew mine. Look what Jerry Jack said. I blew mine. Yes, I blew mine Thursday, and I'm back to a payout today. See, it's just that simple. Shout out to Mr. Payout, man. For real, for real. That's what's up, brother. That's what's up. You still rocking the TPT accounts, I'm sure. Yeah, set it and forget it, Serena. That is it. That is it. Just set it and just let it do what it's gonna do. Don't worry about it being profitable. I had to wait Monday and Tuesday for my live. Oh, that's right. That's right. You went to live. That is right. Forgot you got your live joint. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to Jerry Jack with the live account, bro. That's dope. That's dope, man. Good stuff. Yo, I just did my first micro trade with 2 TP. Hell yeah, I am done for the day. Not going to paper trade to keep practicing. Absolutely. Man, I'm telling you, the micros are king. I'll tell anyone that. Micros are king. Literally. Micros are king. Let me see something. Oh, did it work this time? Oh, it worked. Okay. So, where we at? 1594. Okay. So, let's see here. So also too, think about this. A good trade is going to keep you calm, right? When we take bad trades, it's definitely stressful. It's stressful because usually when we take bad trades, there's a lot of emotion going in with that. You know what I mean? And we already have so much stuff going on that we don't want to do anything that's going to spark, stress, right? I think there is some stress that we deal with just being a trader, right? Regardless of how good we are with not showing up with any emotions, it still doesn't mean that we don't deal with some stress, right? Just little stuff. I'm gonna use me as an example. Like the copy trader issue, right? No, it's not stressful. No, I'm not, it ain't like that, but there's some little stress involved, right? It can be frustrating when certain things, happen. I remember one time I not paying attention, not looking at my ticker, thinking that I'm on micros, and I start trading minis. I've done stuff like that before. Thought I was in my demo account, and I wasn't because I was newbie. And when I logged in, I didn't pay attention to how I logged in. Like, just those kinds of things. And then also too, I wasn't checking to see if the account said demo. Like, it's all those things, right? Like we deal with so much, just different things that we have to be paying attention to that can bring some stress. It's just what it is, right? It doesn't mean being a trader is stressful. No, but there are some stresses that come with it. Just like stresses just being out in life, right? We can't get away from that. But the thing is that we try to make sure everything that we do, we keep all that stuff at bay. You know what I mean? Like, that's why we're always auditing things. We always have to audit and pay attention and make sure. And, it's just, it's always like checks on double checks. Seriously, because I notice with everything, it's like I have to check and triple check. Even like with my copy trader, I got to make sure what? I got to make sure that whatever lead account that I choose, I got to make sure that what? That my lead account is matching the account that I'm signed into, because if those two don't match, then that means my trade is going to, of course, go, but I would only be trading in one account. And those things have to match, right? And then if I set up like another, because I can set up multiple copy trades on different accounts in my copy trader. So when I'm in other accounts, I got to make sure those are too. When I'm logged in, I got to make sure when I'm logged in that the lead account and the account I'm logged into, that those are the same. It's like checks on checks on checks. That's why I'm always saying how much we have to audit everything. And I preach this because I want all of us to get into the mind frame of us auditing everything. Check and double check and triple check. You have to do that. And it wasn't until I started doing that till all of those little silly things that I was doing stopped happening. You know, it was just goofy stuff I was doing, just not paying attention. Like literally, like I remember one time I did that. Like I actually blew an account doing that before. Like I signed in, not even understanding, and I'm like, how you? This me asking myself like, how you was trading minis and then you didn't even pay attention? Like, but that's what happens when you're new. You know, you're new. You don't understand. You're learning, and it just comes with the territory. So just keep that in mind. And what did he say? Oh, okay, cool. Just keep that in mind, and everything else will work out. Just always remember, check and triple check. That's how we got to live. That's how we have to live. We have to check and triple check everything. Like, just don't never assume you're in the right account. Just don't never assume that you're on micros or mini or whatever it is you're doing. Just don't never assume anything. Just check. Just check. If you keep that mindset, I can guarantee you're gonna make less mistakes. Period. Shout out to my sis, man. Matter of fact, while she here, let me show y'all this, man. Let me show y'all what my sis sent. It's pretty dope, man. Pretty dope. Let's do this. Let's put this over here. Let me go there. Pretty dope. I was like, what? I was like, that's hella fire. Check this out, y'all. This is what my sis sent to me this morning. Check this out. I thought that was pretty fire. I read it too. It was dope. It says, happy birthday to a visionary, a strategist, and a game changer. You just don't follow trends, you create them. Focus the plan, execute the trades, repeat the success. Trader, not a gamble, a lifestyle. May this year bring you your biggest profits, biggest opportunities, endless winning trades. Enjoy your day, King. You deserve it. Stay humble, stay hungry, keep compounding. One trade, one step, one legacy. Charts don't lie. Discipline doesn't fail. Legends don't stop. Built different, wired for success. That's fire. That's fire. Like that's fire. That's super fire. That's super fire. I appreciate you, sis. That's dope. That's hella dope. That's hella dope. Super fire. I'm saving that. Like, I appreciate you, sis. I love you too. I just want to tell you I love you, sis. I appreciate you. For real, for real. Like, that's dope. That's super dope. Super dope. She got the hat on backwards with my hoodie. I love it, man. That's fire. That's fire, man. That's super fire. That's all I gotta say. I love it. I love it. Yeah, that one's going exactly. That's going right on the wall. Yeah, I'm about to she don't even know. Like I'm serious. I'm about to send this to this spot that I know. I'm gonna have them print it. I'm gonna have them frame it. Yep. And you know what too? I'm gonna have to do something with that where I'm gonna have to put something on there that Canary sent this to me. I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. But that's super fire. Super duper fire. Right? For real. I appreciate you, sis. That, like I said, that's dope. Dope. Yeah, but I'm definitely about to do something with that. That ain't just gonna stay in that ain't just about to stay in my Discord message. I'm about to do something with that. Yep. You had to get the hat and the hoodie. When I first saw it, I just, that's one thing about me, being from New Orleans, we always be checking the play, right? Just being from New Orleans, that's how I'm bred. We always checking the play. And I'm looking at everything, I'm like, boom, boom. I'm like, man, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, that's me. Yeah, for real. That is, thank you. Let's see here. Let me make sure I say this right. I'm just gonna say Rio, that's what's up. Appreciate that. Ain't it been? Fire, bro. Fire. And then it's black and gold too. Saints fan. Like, I'm looking at all of that. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's definitely going up on the wall. I'm definitely having that printed and I'm having it framed. I'm gonna custom frame that. Probably mat it out real nice. I think I'm gonna do like a black and gold mat on it. Oh yeah, that's gonna be dope. I appreciate that. That's my keepsake right there. For real, for real. All right. Let's see here. We're rating on no alerts for NQ today. I'm leaving it to the goats for a while. You are a goat. Don't do that. Hey, sis, don't be doing that. Don't be like feeding us and then you be like, I'm going to pull. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We appreciate your NQ call outs too. Haha, I pay. I know you do. What? I know you do. I know you do. Fire, like I said, that was super dope. Super, super dope. That is, I honestly right now, if someone gave me like $1,000 for my birthday, like that's cool or whatever, but no big deal. But that right there, that's way more. Money can't even, trump that one. You know what I'm saying? Like that is just fire. That's fire. That's what's up. I love it. I know y'all can see me. See my little cheeks getting a little red, little rosy red. I'm blushing over here. Yeah, exactly, Serena. That is real. You can't put no money on that one. That one's super cool. Super, super cool. I was neglecting crypto. I also had to get back in the blood today. You ain't never neglecting crypto. That's funny. But yeah, all right, so let's get back. Let's get back to our tip of the day. I mean, we pretty much covered everything on that. We just want to just make sure that first of all, it's not just good trade. Let's make sure one thing. Let's make sure that we're not babysitting any trades, right? We don't need to babysit any trades. With that stated, find your setup. Y'all know how I don't even like to watch my trades. When you get your clean setup, take an entry, set your stop loss, set your TP, go on about your life. Go do something else. You know what I mean? Don't sit there and watch it. Just let it do its thing. Just turn your volume up on your device. So this way you'll hear the bell ring when it hits TP. Absolutely. Pretty much. That's pretty much how you want to do it. And then go about your day. Don't practice not sitting there watching your trades. Practice that. Like practice, really, truly practice putting your trade on. And maybe if you got to just get up and just like, I'm going to go wash the dishes or I'm going to go, do something else. Just focus on that every time. And then what will happen is that will allow you to get good at not watching your trades. Because I'm at the point now, I used to have to watch them, I used to have to watch them all the time. Now, I let that thing rock and I'm just living with the results. Real simple. All right, so that was tip of the day. Anything y'all want to talk about? Anybody have any questions? We got 60 viewers. We got 50 likes. If we can just get 10 more likes, that would be amazing. And get the likes to match the amount of viewers, and we rocking. But if y'all have any questions, let me know. Anybody got any questions, any concerns, something that you're not understanding, something you need some clarity on? Let's do it. Shoot. That's what happens when your strategies don't play out, right? Your trading day ends really quickly. It is what it is. No harm, no foul. And you know what? I actually feel comfortable with both of my strategies being invalidated today because what I told y'all about FOMC day, like FOMC meeting minutes, like it's not the big FOMC, but even still, because it's red folder, I always like to err on the side of caution. Can we do some pink line remedial? Oh yeah, we can do that. So look, but it's real laser. Check this out. Laser focused mind. I got a video for that. Clarity on the refined versus aggressive, bro. Okay. Well, clarity on the refined versus aggressive is the reason why you don't want an aggressive, take aggressive entries, because aggressive entries means higher risk. And I'm gonna get to y'all questions one by one. Yeah, and the video has earnings today. Absolutely. I'm in sales and gold right now, and set it and forget it is so hard. That's all right. Just work at it. Twyla. Just work at it. It is. I'm not gonna even say like, oh no, it's not. No, it is. And it's something that we have to build that. Just make yourself do something else purposely. All right. So let me start with laser focused mind, and then I'm gonna jump to Ben, then I'll jump to AP Bullman got pips. All right. So laser focused mind. I have a video on my YouTube channel. I'm going to show that to you right now. And actually I'll put the link, and I would say the video for that would be the best thing that you want to see, because it's going to give you a full breakdown on that, on how to set up your daily levels. And it's a really, really cool video. And it'll definitely give you everything you need to where you're going to totally understand what it is, how it works, and why I do what I do. And there is the link for that. That link is for anyone, of course, but particularly laser focused mind. Check that out. And there it is. What are your plans today for your birthday, for your big day? Nothing too much, man. It's Wednesday. I'm not really tripping on anything. I'm going to be taking some trips here probably in the next month or so. Usually every year I do something on my birthday. Last year, if y'all remember, I went on a road trip. I went on a 14-day road trip. I hit up 7 national parks. Yeah, left LA. I rented a big Grand Wagoneer, and then we just went all over. Hit the Grand Canyon first, and then boom, boom, we just all over. Grand Canyon, went all the way up as high as Utah. But I hit Colorado too, Utah, New Mexico. I hit a bunch of national parks, seven, I think 7 of them things. Tried to hit up 8 or 9, but I remember one of them was closed, and I don't know what happened on the other one. But yeah, hit up a bunch of national parks, and it was cool. I usually do something every year on my birthday. This time it'll be in the next month or two. I'm going to be doing something real cool. I'm still putting that together. But today, not too much, just chilling. That's it. Just chilling. Maybe go somewhere, one of my favorite restaurants or something, go eat. You know what I'm saying? My little favorite restaurant I have down in West Hollywood, Buddha Vita. They're a vegan Italian restaurant. Fire. If you're ever here in LA and you're in West Hollywood, they're on Santa Monica Boulevard. It's called Buddha Vita. Puravita. Buddha Vita. Check it out. I'm telling you, you will not be upset. I don't even care if you're not vegan or if you're not plant-based. You go in there, you're going to be like, man, this is meat. I'm telling you, it's that good up in there. Their food is amazing. They have everything Italian that you could imagine. It's just all done with plants. For real. Great. But other than that, not too much. I'm chill today. Clarity on the refined versus aggressive. Let me drop down to that. And basically what I was stating, AP Bullman got pips. It's just you want to make sure that you're not taking aggressive entries. That's pretty much what it is. Refined, because aggressive entries are higher risk, right? It's always like that. Aggressive entries are always going to be higher risk. You always want to make sure that you are taking refined entries, because refined entries are going to be based on structure. They're going to be based on confirmation. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you always want to make sure that you're doing, is taking refined entries, period. You don't want to do it no other way but that way. Straight up, refined entry. You know what? I'm going to take this trade over here on demo. I'm taking a trade that Lazy initially took. But I'm going to take it on demo. I'm just trying to see, because I know it lost. But now that it came back down, I just want to just see. This is my way of always. What the heck? This is my way of always. Now that gave me a crazy, horrible feel. Thank goodness literally I am on demo. I just want to just play with it. But another thing too of how, so I set a limit order. And sometimes, as we stated, this stuff, it can glitch out. You know what I'm saying? It can glitch out and do some different stuff. And honestly, I put a limit order in and it just immediately got me in a trade. But whatever, no harm, no foul. But this is what we live with as traders. But anyway, let me just set my my TP where he had his. I believe he had his. Yeah, he had his right here. It was right here. All right, cool. And that would be a buy stop. All right, cool. Order submitted. And yeah, bam. All right, cool. And I think he went, yeah, he did the 1-to-1. All right, cool. That's set. So we're gonna let that rock. All right, cool. Let's see here. What is an order block to you, and how do you identify them? Order blocks are basically like, let's see here. So I have an indicator. I have an order block indicator, right? I don't trade using order blocks, but order blocks are very strong, and they're usually always that one candle like before a major move. And because I don't trade using order blocks, I haven't it's not something that I've refined to learn. Like I can identify them here and there, but they're not like FVGs and other things that I use that I can identify those immediately, even without I'm so good with what I do that I can identify fair value gaps even without having the indicator. I just have the indicator on just to make it just easier where I don't have to really think or even find them, right? So with that stated, my little demo trade about to get punished. It's all good. That's why I went in on demo. But there is a Twyla, let me tell y'all this. A lot of times I'll go back and take a trade that may have on demo, let me make this clear. There's many times I will take a trade on demo that hit stop loss. If it comes back to that entry, like I'll take it just to see, I'll just be trying to see stuff. But anyway, so with that stated, order blocks, there is an indicator for that. And I usually just use the indicator. Now, what I can tell you about order blocks, they're very, very strong. When price hits an order block, you're definitely going to get some huge reactions off of that. Like for real. I don't use order blocks in my trading the way I trade. So it's not like I have the utmost knowledge on them as far as I know what they are. I just don't implement them in my trading. But there is an indicator, and I'm going to share that with you right now. It's Order Blocks Lux Algo, and I actually just put it on my chart. When I was learning about order blocks, I put it on my chart just so I can get an understanding of what they look like. So the indicator is, actually my bad, the indicator is right here. Order Blocks and Breaker Blocks by Lux Algo, which is this one right here. So if you want a cool little one that'll give you some help identifying them on the charts, I would say this is a good one. Lux Algo makes some really, really good, indicators. And as you can see, it's right here. And it's crazy. It's always that candle, it's always like a major opposite candle, of the move. It's something that I've come to notice. Let me see if we can find some more. Yeah, there's some up here as well. So what I would say, Twyla, is, let me see, there's another one right here. Actually, it's a bunch of them in this. See, the thing too about this, okay, here it is right here. I was trying to find it. Here's another one right here, this candle. And like I said, I haven't gotten good on being able to identify them because I don't trade them like that, but I had put this indicator on my charts just because I like to try to get an idea of what they look like. Here's another one right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can be pretty difficult to, you got to put some work in on understanding how to identify them, but they can be, if that's not something that you're repetitively doing, they can be difficult to find. But I would say definitely use this indicator. Here's another one here. Use this indicator and it will definitely help you. Let me see if there's any more down here. Nope, none down there. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I can say on them. Like I said, I don't use them in my strategy, so it's not like I spent the time on trying to learn, you know what I'm saying, like, and understand them, but I know what they are. But I would definitely say go ahead and use this indicator and then maybe do a little bit more research on them. But they are, let me say this, they do hold their weight. They do hold their weight in gold. There are a lot of people that trade order blocks. So that'll be that'll be the best thing that I can say. I'm not good at identifying them just right off the top because I don't trade that way, and I'm not something that I really truly put like a bunch of time into studying. So as Canary said, there's NVIDIA earnings today. Enjoy the rest of your birthday, train. Gotta run. Have a good day at everyone. That's what's up, Serena. Yeah, I got the video saved, but we are here now. Did you watch it though? So let me ask you this, laser focus. What exactly about it that you just let me know exactly what you need some clarity on it. Would you say the market has been ranging since 540? Let's see, 540 Eastern. 540 Eastern. So that'll be 340 for me. 340, so about right through here. So this is, no, 540, that would be, excuse me, 240, my bad. That would be here. So 240, wait, let me get on the 5 minute. That'd be better. 240, 240, 240. Yeah, just kind of looking at it, yeah. I can agree with you on that. I can say, because 240 is, wait, come on now. Tripping. 240, 240, 240, 240, right here. All right. Yep. We can definitely say that. We can even plot it out. Let me get this order block. Let me close this order block. All right, cool. Close that indicator. So 240 here, right? Yep, we can definitely say that. We can even let's go ahead and let's put a box around it, right? Just to get even some more clarity. So 240, 240, right here. All right. We can definitely say, absolutely, price has been ranging. We can definitely say that, Joe, bro. That's why I drew a box around it. Look, we can definitely say that. Of course, you can tell where market open happened, right? Because the candles have a lot more volume in them, right, than the candles previous before, right? But we can definitely say price is definitely ranging. Absolutely. I would totally agree to that. Absolutely. Price is definitely ranging at the moment. Now, it looks like we could be possibly getting some trend in a particular direction, but I would definitely say yes, price is definitely ranging. Let's see here. As a scalper, I'm burping my trades. Gotta run. Happy B-Day, trend. Have a great day. That's what's up, Soak. Go get that bread, bro. Had to begin a question. My broker is the Edge Funder. I'm training on my laptop with a mouse. I want to buy, sell a specific amount, but I can't see how. Please help so I can continue my journey. Okay, a couple of things. What chart are you trading on? Let me know what chart. Are you on Volumetrica? Are you on are you on Quant View? Are you trading on Trading View? Let me know. Waiting for the market to form a FEG on a 5 minute outside the first 5 minute candle, then I can find a entry based on price action. Got you. My man is about to go eat the digital food from SpongeBob. That is funny. Is that based on volume on one candle, refined, going in the same? No, that's just based on entry. Hey, people, it's just based on entry, like a refined entry, meaning you don't want to take an aggressive entry. You want to take a refined entry. Refined meaning, because you're asking, is it based on volume? It's not. It's just based on your entry. And that would be based on your strategy, right? I'm not sure what strategy you're trading, but for me, my strategy is not based upon like volume of a particular candle. It's not based on any of that. It's based on the way that the candle's set up and in the direction that they're going. You know, if they're going towards, if I have a setup going towards one of my daily levels, you know what I'm saying? Then that would definitely, for me, for my strategy, that would definitely be what I would be looking for a setup. So basically, it's just speaking on your entry. That's all. And your strategy will depict that. I don't know what strategy you trade, but let me give you a good example. Let's say you're trading the hybrid super scalping strategy, right? Right? And you know how on that strategy you're supposed to wait. There's some things you wait for, right? You wait for momentum candles, flat bottom momentum candles going in a particular direction. Then you got to wait for that doji, right? Let's say the doji did not close. You did not let the doji close. You saw the doji forming and you took that trade, right? That would be an aggressive entry. And the reason why that would be an aggressive entry is because it wasn't refined. Refined meaning you didn't allow the setup to confirm itself first. And that makes your trade higher risk because you didn't allow that strategy you didn't allow confirmation of that doji before you got into that trade. So a refined entry just means an entry that is based upon better structure. You know what I'm saying? And the only way that you will be able to know this is you have to lock in on a strategy first. You have to lock in on a strategy. If you don't have a particular strategy that you trade, then that question of the day is kind of just like up in the air, right? Because it's based on an entry. That's what that question of the day was based upon. That question of the day is based upon taking an aggressive entry versus a refined entry. A refined entry would be waiting for your strategy to set up. I'll have all your steps. You got your last step. You place your limit order. You allow price to tap you in, and then you go on. You waited for confirmation. You checked all your boxes. You didn't get in too early. That's also what an aggressive entry is. Also, it's you also implementing an entry way too early, basically not allowing your strategy to fully set up. And that would be an aggressive entry, which is going to cause you to be higher risk because what? There was no confirmation there. You didn't wait. You got to be patient. You know, that's the idea of a refined entry versus an aggressive one. So I would say for you, AP Bullman, like first of all, let's identify your strategy first, right? And once we identify that, then we can start identifying what are aggressive entries for that strategy versus refined ones. Refined ones would be everything that a refined strategy would be everything that your strategy has to have. Because I don't know how many steps. Like in my strategy, I have, market structure shift, fair value gap. Once the fair value gap is there, then I place my limit order on the fair value gap, whether it's a long or a short, and then I wait for the price to tap me in and go. If I did not wait for the fair value gap to form and I just got my market structure shift and then I enter the trade, that would be an aggressive entry, to give you an example, because that would be an entry that would, of course, be based on much higher risk because it wasn't based on structure. I didn't wait. I wasn't patient. I was too aggressive. I was too early. And usually being aggressive also means you're a little bit too early with your entry. You can be too early with your entry. Sometimes you got to lean back and be patient and wait and allow price action to set up the right way, and then you enter your trade. So there's also some patience in there with that as well, if I can explain that the best. And then is there a time I can learn to see that best? Like I said, that's just based on your strategy. You get a strategy, and whatever strategy you trade, then I can even like go more in depth on it for you. But it was definitely going to be is based on strategy, whatever your strategy is. Just got to win with the HSS short 500 done for the day. Nice HSS on NG. That's what's up. Or maybe I don't know if you meant NG or NQ, but that's what's up. T Pruitt. Corp said thanks. Grand Rise everyone. Was up 5 trades on lazies and up 1 on Juvier. Something happened and ended in red. Caught downside, made back 300. That's what's up. Oh, got you. That's what I figured. T Pruitt. Thank you, Karai 357. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Order blocks, bullish / bearish candle. There we go. Put this right here. Bam. Order blocks, bullish Last bearish candle before impulsive moves to upside. Bearish, OB last bullish candle before impulsive moves to downside. 1 hour and 4 hour are better time frames. There you are. See, because I know my sis does trade. I know she knows them order blocks. But there it is right there. Like I said, I'm not an order block trader. I know about them, but they don't, like I said, because they're not really a part of my trading, I never really like did the research on them like that. But yeah, that would be the best way, that would be the best, I would say the best definition that I've seen. But yeah. And just as she stated, you saw how she said last bearish candle before an impulsive move to the upside, right? And when I had if y'all notice, when I had the indicator on, you notice how before it was a bullish move, it was that one bearish candle, right? And then the same thing if it was bullish. I mean, excuse me, if it was bearish, it was that one bullish candle. That's pretty much like one of the main things that I know. I just learned something today as well. 1 hour and 4 hour are much better. But once again, we're talking about someone who has been trading, probably got 3 times the experience that I have in trading. So, but that makes a lot of sense. And that actually even helped me even understand it better too. So thanks, sis. I appreciate that. But yeah, Twyla, there you go. Let's see here. Oh, M&Q, okay. Let's see here. 323 could be a good level to take shorts from. Gotcha. I missed the rule to ignore overnight touches from Asia. Oh, got you. So, that makes it a lot much more easier for me, laser focus. So, with that, so basically, overnight touches don't matter for daily levels. They do not matter. It only matters where price touched those levels during New York session. Real easy. So wherever price touched during New York session, that's what you count. So we don't care what it did in Asia session. So we're really just checking to see what price did between 9:30 a.m. Eastern time to 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Now, wherever price touch, if price touches any one of those pink or blue levels during that time, we delete them. If price does not touch any one of our daily levels, the pink lines, we turn those to blue, and that's it. And the lines never get deleted unless price touches them. And as I stated, the pink daily levels get turned to blue because if price does not touch our pink levels, they become unmitigated levels, meaning an area where price didn't touch. That's what unmitigated really means. So that's why you would turn the pink lines to blue, and they would just stay on your chart until price touches them. And whenever price touches them, you delete them. If not, you're going to have a chart that's going to look like this. All those blue lines, these were all previous daily levels that price never touched. And yes, I leave them on my chart. As you can see, these are all those blue lines are unmitigated levels. Of course, those are daily levels that price never touched and still haven't touched. And of course, the lower I go, of course. See, so now even I'm down in the 17,000s. So there's no more daily levels down there. Those at some point got touched. Now all of these unmitigateds, like I said, price never touched them, so they stay on my charts, and they will stay there forever until price touches them. I will never take them off. The other boxes you see, those are my reversal zones. So that's pretty much the most easiest way I can explain. So remember, price has to touch them during New York session. So that would be the rule on that. Drip, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate that. JR, appreciate that. Steele's View said trading view. Let's see here. Make sure it's entry either too late or too early. Cool. But check this out. I haven't chosen one strat, but it makes sense. Yeah. I have been learning a little bit about a few different ones, but it would depend on, yes, absolutely. Yes. Yep. And Steele's View said Trading View. Let me go back to your question. I know you said on how to place an order. I'm laughing at you, Soy. Hey, Soy. I don't know if he's still in the building. Where is it? Steele's View is trying to take right here. And also Steele's View, let me say this. The hedge fund is not a broker. It is a prop firm. A broker, just to throw that out there, just want to make sure you're speaking the right rhetoric. Just remember, a broker would be like Trade of 8, Ninja Trader, Iron Beam, something like that. The hedge fund is a prop firm, proprietary trading firm. So yeah, just so you don't get them confused. But I know what you meant. Or you want to buy and sell a specific amount, but I can't see how. Soy Sizzle, if you in the building, let me know. Let me know. Oh, you got that. You got that. I just wanted to make sure you had the correct rhetoric, because I was gonna have Soy Sizzle get with you and show you some stuff. Let me ask you this, Steele's View. Have you checked out the resources in the in Discord, in the TEF Discord? Let me get over there real quick. 1 second. Let me see here. And we are here. Oh, that's that. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see here. Right here. I don't know if you check this out, but I'm gonna drop this link for you. Right here. Boom. Hit that link, Steele's View. Yep. All right. Let's see here. Let me make sure I'm not. Yeah, AP Bowman. When you get a strat, let me know, and then I can give you. I can definitely give you like a even more in depth. So basically, just to make it simple, you entered that strategy way before. You didn't wait for it to set up. That would be like an aggressive entry. Just to give you like a quick understanding of that. You didn't let it set up. You took the entry because you was like, oh, I see it setting up, but I didn't wait for the last step, hypothetically speaking, and then you entered. That would be an aggressive entry. So, but when you get a strat and you figure out a strat, then we can discuss that more. And laser focus, did I answer your question? I hope that answered your question. I'm almost for sure that I did. And shout out, thank you for the shout out birthday wish, JR. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Do you follow the equities as part of your strat? Nah, I do not. Cool. That's what's up. I do not. I know some people do that. I don't follow it because the way I was taught, I wasn't taught to, follow other symbols based on my symbol. I was just basically taught price action, the strategy, what to look for, when to take it, bam. Question answered, yes. Nice. That's what's up. Yep. Let me see here. Anybody else got any other questions? Any concerns? Oh, that's what's up. Just seeing a bunch of birthday wishes. That's what's up. Anybody got any questions about anything? Question. Yeah, but yeah, AP Bowman, please keep me in mind. I would say this, because I know you haven't found the strategy yet. No matter who Euphoria, Lazy, Scalp, Juve, Canary, even though I know she's on the crypto side, but you can still, the way she trades, because she's a breakout trader, you can, even though I know she's mainly crypto, right? You still can if you learned her strategy, you still can implement that in with any other ticker, because it's a breakout strategy. right? And that's based on candle formations and stuff like that, right? And not candle formations. It's based on price action, right? What price action is doing. Candle formations to some degree when it comes to entries. But you can also learn that strategy as well. So what I was going to say is whatever strategy that you decide to learn, you'll be good either way. But I would say when you do, choose one coach, choose a coach that speaks to your personality. Like you like how they trade, or there's something about them that you just like, you like how they move to some regard, whatever that may be. But yeah, do that first. When you get that part down first, and then you have like their style, their strategy, it speaks to your personality, then I would say yes, rock with them, right? Then when you figure that out, now learn, may possibly even do a one-on-one with them. I'm telling you, invest in yourself. I did a few one-on-ones. I mean, I got a mentorship program I'm in on options. Like I believe in that, and I know how to trade, but I'm still gonna go do a mentorship because I understand the importance of it. Like I want to make sure that I invest in myself and I'm getting everything that I can. A lot of this stuff, some of this stuff we can figure out on our own, like platform stuff like that. That's stuff you can figure out on your own. You can go to YouTube, Google, and figure that out. But when it comes to actually trading, implementing strategies, stuff like that, in my opinion, for me, mentorships, one-on-ones are amazing. You know what I'm saying? Period. So, I say between two to five. Yeah, it's all good. Don't trip, bro. Don't trip. Don't trip. Don't trip. Don't trip, Josh Stress. Don't trip. You got, you got that work, bro. You got, what I'm saying? You got to do it. He said, I'm so ready to fire my job. I feel you. Just be patient though. Just be patient. It's coming. Just be patient. Just be patient. We don't want to get too hasty, right? We don't want to get too hasty. Just be patient. You'll know when it's ready. But yeah, Ben, I say 2 to 5. If you you said to start 2. Let's do 2. And then let's gradually work up. Let's do 2. That's a dollar tick value. That means if trade goes against you, 100 ticks, $100. You know what I'm saying? $100. Let's start there. I think that's way more doable. It's easy for your account. You know what I'm saying? Like all that type stuff. You know what I mean? Like is it less stress? Start with 2. And then from there, just you gradually go up. I would say don't trade no more than 5. 5 is like ideal. You don't need to trade anything more than 5. Literally. Anything more than 5 is too much. Just trade 5. That's going to always allow you to. The 5 is going to keep you from blowing accounts, especially if you're managing your trades correctly and you're taking your strategies and putting your stop loss where it needs to be. 5 will be ideal, but to start 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I thought it was one strat, one session, one pair. I like the Heikkanashi trading from 5 to 8 p.m. on NQ and 2 to 5 works. Got you. So Heikkanashi, that means you're trading support and resistance, right? Because the only strategies in our, I'm sorry, that's not true. Heikkanashi is hybrid super scalping, and also Juvier trades his support and resistance on Heikkanashi candles. So either one of those two strategies are good. Support and resistance is a great way to trade. Hybrid super scalping strategy. I think either one of those is cool, but then I would say hybrid super scalping strategy is a scalping strategy, right? Support and resistance is not. That's the only two difference about those. They both do use Heikkanashi candles, so you have to just figure out if you're going to be a scalper or if you're going to be a strategy trader, or you could be both. You can do both, but I'm just saying that's something that you have to figure out and then just kind of go from there. Any other questions? Yeah, no, there's plenty strategies. For NQ, I have 5 different strategies for NQ that I was taught from shout out to my big brother and mentor, Scalp God. There was 5 strategies that I trade NQ on. No Heikkanashi for any of those, but those are all strategies. They're not scalping strategies. They're like strategies. Like they have steps that has to happen. Then once those steps happen, then There'll be, where to put your limit order. There are basically a lot of limit order trades, so to speak. They work better with limit orders. And I place my entry, let price tap me in, and then I go. So that's pretty much how would I say, for me, those strategies, like that's what I do. But just find something, like I said, that speaks to your personality. That'd be the best thing, because if it doesn't speak to your personality, you're not gonna like it. You're not going to, how would I say, it's not gonna, make you want to get up and, like you want to have that energetic, that energetic feel with your strategies, right? I know I do. Like I love the strategies that I trade. They speak to my personality, but none of them are scalping strategies. I'm not a scalper. I didn't like scalping. I just didn't. Does it mean anything's wrong with scalping? Heck no. Scalping, man, people making bread off scalping. It's just not for me. That's all that I'm saying. But yeah, let's see here. Anything else? Anyone? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Would 3 be okay? Just because, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, 3 is cool. 3, because that's $1.50 tick value. So just think, if the trade goes against you 100 ticks, it's $150. That's still cool, and also smart. Very smart, because you want to leave a runner. That's cool. I like that, Ben. I think that's even better, because it gives you an opportunity to make a little bit more bread off that runner. That runner might make another extra couple $100. You don't know, right? I think that's good. I like that, actually. I like that. Seriously, I like that. I think that's a great strategy. I like that. Run 3 micros, you're leaving one as a runner. There you go. That's a great way to start. I think that's amazing. And I truly will say that's better than just 2. Yeah, leave that runner. That's also great strategy and also good practice, right? It's good to, that's the thing I like. That's why I love micros so much, because we can leave runners. Think about it. If you trade micros, you can scale. You have 5, because it's 5 contracts, 5 micro contracts. You have 5 times that you can scale out of that position. I like that. Have a 25K account TF. I reach 1,500 and come back to 300. Any suggestion? Let me see here. I reach 1,500 and come back to 300. Any suggestion? I don't understand what you mean. Explain to me exactly what you mean, Sneehawk, because I don't understand. Okay. It says, I have a 25K account on TEF. I reached 1,500 and come back to 300. Any suggestion? I think I know what you're saying, but I don't want to assume. Explain exactly what you mean. I think what you're saying is you made $1,500, but you need to lose money to come back to 300, because you need to be under your consistency rule. I believe that's what you're saying. Just confirm that that's what you mean, and then I'll tell you how to handle that. So check this out. You will have a stop loss on the runner. So think about it. Think about this, Ben. When you get into, let me do this. Gotta go. I'll be back for Asia Open. Have a great day. That's what's up, Wally. Have a good day, brother. All right, so let me do this. Let me jump in my demo account, and I'm gonna show you something. Oh, golly, why does it always do that? Why does it switch? It's something funny new that's been going on with TradeGheenyuz lately. So when I go to log in, it's always something new with like weird stuff. It's funny. I go to log in now, right? I select the username. I select the account that I want to log in, and then it's something new that just started happening within the past like week or two. It's computer glitches, right? So I click in. I already have all my username and password saved, right? So I click in. I select the one that I want. What I'm noticing is it'll switch back on its own to what was previously there. Something that never ever happened before. It just started happening within the past couple weeks. So, like I say, just what we deal with as traders. All right, so I'm in my demo account. Let me show you something. Ben. All right, Let's get there. All right, let's screen share. All right, now let me show you something. So let's do this. Let's go. Let's just do it. Let's just do it up here. I'm gonna do it up here. Just get it out the way. All right, so let's do this. Let's go here. Oh, wrong thing. Trade. All right, we're gonna put your 3. We're gonna rock it the way you would do it, Ben. So we're gonna go 3. We're gonna go 3 contracts, right? All right, cool. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's say you're going in for a buy, right? All right, boom, your limit is there, right? So you're gonna set your stop loss. Let me move this up. All right, this is where your limit order is, right here, where the 3 where it says buy. All right, let's say your stop loss is going to be here, right? So to be, the thing is, that's the only thing hypothetically speaking, right? We're just gonna just make a sell limit. So, all right, so let's just say, because I'm not in a trade, so the computer's not giving me a buy stop, right? I'm just trying to do this for example purposes. So, and then let's say your TP right here is where you're gonna take those 2 contracts, right? Let me change this to 2. Confirm that. Boom. All right, cool. Now, so let's say you're in this trade, right? Let me fix that. Move this over. Let me move this out the way too. All right. So let's say you're in this trade, right? Okay. So you get in this trade, you're in on 3 micros. Boom, boom, boom. Trade goes up. It hits your TP right here of 2. This number is going to automatically change to 1, right? This one right here, your stop loss is not going to change. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go here. You have to modify this order, right? You're going to have to change this to 1, right? And of course, this will be gone because this TP was hit. So we know this is going to be gone off the charts, right? There's going to be 1 contract in here left over because your TP knocked 2 of those off and it banked those in your account. So you're in on 1 runner. So you'll have 1 contract here, 1 contract here. So what you want to do is you want to take this and move your stop loss just above break even, which is just above your entry. Now that 1 runner has a stop loss, and that 1 runner is just it's a free trade on that 1 runner. And you want to put your stop loss right here just above your entry. Leave a little bit of space. So this way, if price comes back and takes out your 1 runner, there's still enough room in there to make a little bit of bread on a 1 runner where it at least pays for your fees for that 1 runner. So that's how you do your runner. So there's always a stop loss on every contract. But on your 1 runner, it'll be like a free trade. So that's pretty much how you would do that. Real simple. Real simple. All right, let's see here. Meaning I reach the threshold by taking 300 daily. However, as soon as the next day comes when I target 300 profit, I end up with 1,200. Meaning I reach threshold by taking 300 daily, right? However, as soon as the next day comes when I target 300 profit, I end up with $1,200 loss. Okay. If I reach 1,500 and come back to 300, any suggestions? Meaning I reach 300 threshold. I'm by taking $300 daily. Okay. However, as soon as next day comes when I target 300 profit, I end up. Oh, okay. So if you end up with a $1,200 loss, you just I'm not understanding what you're at. I understand what you're saying now. That you got your account up. You were taking your 300 daily. Got it. You were how would I say, you were keeping up on your consistency rule. Got it. And then you targeted 300, but you ended up with a $1,200 loss. Okay. If that happens, then you just have to continuously keep trading. You got to stay on your $300. You can't make You can't make up the loss on one trade. No matter how much you may have lost on a trade, meaning how much the trade has gone against you or where your account is, it's always still $300 consistency. 20% consistency rule. So you remember, regardless what happens in your account, you can only profit $300 a day. Whether you lose 100 in your account, you take a trade and it goes against you $100, whether it goes against you $1,000, none of that matters. Just remember, for TF accounts, no matter how much you may have lost in trades prior, regardless of that, none of that matters. You can only make max of $300 a day in that account on a 25K account. With a 25K account, you can only max out $300 a day in profit, regardless what your losses are. So just keep that in mind. Even though you may have lost $1,200, don't think you can make the $1,200 back plus the extra $300. No, because then you're going to be way over the consistency rule. So no matter how much you lose in that account, you still can only make what the max is in that account, which is $300. So the consistency rule is always on, so to speak. Like, it's always there. It never goes away, regardless of your losses prior to that trade. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Thank you for the example. So there's no ATM feature in TradingView where I can automatically put a stop loss or your runner like NinjaTrader. Yeah, you can do it with the Miss Leah. You can do it with the short and long position tool. So you would go in here. You can see the L for long and the S for short. As you see, I have them start up. They're favorited, so they're up here. So what you would do is you would hit your long position. Like, let's say you're taking a buy. And once you select it, wherever you click next is where your entry is going to be. So let's say your entry is going to be, just hypothetically speaking, it's going to be here, right? So boom, there it is. Now, what do you have to do? You got to move this to wherever your target is going to be, and you need to move this to wherever your stop loss is going to be. And that's going to be based on wherever you want it. So you got to put it where you want it. So let's say this is it right here, right? Let's just move it over to let it line up with this candle. Not that we have to, but for hypothetical example purposes, right? Let's say, let's do it like this. Let's say our target is this, what is this? This 29,6875 level. The green is the box. The blue is actually this first blue line, right? All right. Now, how do we set this? So we're going to right click in this box. We're going to select create limit order. When you do that, it's going to bring up your order box. If you notice, it'll always going to set to limit, right? But remember, you're not just doing a limit order, you're putting a stop limit because you're putting an entry, a stop loss, and a take profit. So you need to move and select stop limit. Once you do that, you're going to notice, you're going to see the dollar amounts are going to jump into these areas. So as soon as I do that, oh, I got to put the amount of units in. That's why. So let's say we're going 5 micros. All right. Now, once you select that, you see the limits are there. It gives me what my profit would be on those 5 micros at this TP and what my stop loss is going to be, right? And then once you do that, you select buy. And now it's set. Now it's set it and forget it. So no matter what price can cross your stop loss, nothing's going to happen. Meaning you won't be entered into the trade. You will only be entered into this trade once price crosses your entry. So once price crosses your entry, then it activates this take profit and it also activates this stop loss. Real simple. Now, let's just do it one more time to get the repetitive nature going. Let's say it's a sell, right? So we're going to get the short position tool that with an S in it. So we click it. Let's say our entry is going to be here, right? All right. Let's say our target is here. Let's say our stop loss is the blue line, right? going to be the same thing again. We're going to right click inside the box. We're going to hit create limit order, right? We're going to add our contracts, 5 micros. Cool. You see everything jumped in. But one thing, just make sure that you remember, because if you don't do this, it's going to automatically enter you into the trade when you press sell. You got to make sure, as I stated, you change this to stop limit. Now, when you do that, that sets it as a set it and forget it order now. You can even see, it even tells you on the bottom. See, so when I hit limit, look at how this changes. It just says sell at 29,006, which is this entry right here, right? Once you change it to stop limit, look what it does. It gives you what? Your entry and your stop, right? Then when you hit sell, the order's set now. So even if price touches your stop loss, it will not initiate this order. This order will not be initiated until price crosses your entry. Once your entry is crossed, then this stop loss automatically activates, and so does this take profit. And that's the easiest way I can put it there. Real simple. Real simple. And bam. There that is. Hope that helped. Hope that gave you, good understanding. And there it is. What Kiara say? Good morning, everyone. On day 3 of no trades. Hey, discipline. So what happened? Let me see here, because I might be wrong. So you are now with $1,200 loss. If you fell below your target, you will not qualify for payout until you are back up. Okay. See, Serena, that's what is happening. I am just 1 day away from payout and have to restart. I took $600 and I sit on my hands to avoid further loss. Yep, that's Nihar. As trends stated, keep trading, making 300 a day. Yep, exactly. Yes, thank you. We'll keep trying. That was absolutely. It doesn't show a stop limit on mine. That's what's up, Miss Princess Leia. Glad you got it. You said, C. McGregor, it doesn't show stop limit on yours. It should. The order box, because this is the order box. You should have market limit, stop, and stop limit. Let me ask you this. Hold on. Because remember, C. McGregor, are you in TradingView dashboard from TEF? It'll be a little bit different. Yeah, it may be a little bit different. Because I am in, this is just, I'm just on my TradingView account I'm in my demo account on TradingView. So it's a little bit different. I'm assuming, let me know. Just as Serena stated, Sneha, you just got to keep making that $300 a day. And then after that, once your account is over the 26.5, as she stated, you just need to make $150 a day to get to the payout. Yep. Oh, you're on paper trading. Got you. So you're on, I cannot stand, I know what you're on. You're on the paper trading function. I know exactly what you're on. You're on the paper trading function on TradingView. You know what? I do not like that. I've used it like once or twice. I don't like it because to me it doesn't. This is what I understand about that paper trading feature on TradingView. I know what you're on. You're on this. I'll tell you exactly. I know exactly what you're on. You are on. You're on this right here. You're on this. Yep. You're on this. I can't use this only because in order to use this, I have to have data paid for on TradingView, and my data is paid for on I have my data through my broker, have my data through Tradeovate. So if you notice, when I log into my demo trading feature, if I go through Tradeovate when I log into my demo account. I don't like this paper trading feature. To me, it makes no sense because it does not mimic, like how you said, there's no stop limit on mine, right? It was so silly to me. Like, okay, you're the trading platform, TradingView. You have a paper trading function, right? And it doesn't even like match the regular functions when you're trading. It doesn't make sense to me. That's why I don't even use it. And then also too, I can't use it now because I don't have data on TradingView anymore because I only use my data on Tradeovate. And the way that it works is I log into Tradeovate no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm in my prop firm account, my demo account, my live account, it doesn't matter. That's how I log into trade. I log into Tradeovate on TradingView, and that's how I trade my accounts. That to me is always just weird. Like that, it just never made any sense. But I do not like their paper trading feature. To me, it lacks reality, for lack of better words. Like it lacks reality in some regard. So I just don't use it. I would recommend because I recommend this to everyone, set up your live TradingView account, meaning like your live one, like in your name, and you could just put like $200-300 in there, or $100. You don't even have to trade it. You could just leave it there. You don't have to trade your live account, but I would say do that and pay for the data. Status $12.99 a month, and the reason why I would recommend paying data from Tradeovate versus TradingView is because TradingView is just a charting platform. That's it. That's all they are. They're a charting platform. That's it. And they allow you to link your broker to their charting platform so you can trade your accounts. I recommend getting your data from a broker. Tradeovate, preferably number one. I mean, you could do NinjaTrader too, but Tradeovate to me. I found Tradeovate to work a lot better when it comes to choosing my broker. Also to pretty much all prop firms, right? That don't trade through their own dashboard. Only two I can think of: TEF, of course, number one prop firm in the country, literally, and Top Step X. And I even hate saying them because they are horrible. But yeah, those are the only two that allow you to where you trade on TradingView through their dashboard. There may be some others, but those are the only two that I'm familiar with initially. All the other prop firms, you select Tradeovate when you purchase that prop firm. If you think about Take Profit, My Funded Futures, Lucid, Tradeify, it's pretty much the only ones that I use. Yeah, those. There may be some other ones, but I'm saying those. They allow you to choose your broker, which is always Tradeovate. So it allows you to do what? Come into TradingView. All you have to do is go to Tradeovate, connect, and as you'll see, I have a ton of, all my accounts are in here. Apex, Lucid, My Fund. Like these are all of my prop firm accounts and my my live account and demo account on Tradeovate. So that's how I do it, and that makes it just much, much easier. And I pay for data on Tradeovate for my demo account and for my live account. Boom. That's how I like to do it. That's been the most seamless way to do it. And I don't even need to pay for data on TradingView. Why? To me, it doesn't make any sense. Go get your broker, because at some point, the ultimate goal is you also want to have a live account. You know, you want to take some of that prop firm money and you should be feeding your live account. A couple hundred here, a couple hundred there, get that live account up to like 3-4 bands, right? And then start trading your live account as well and build that up, because in that account, there's no rules. There's no consistency rule. It's your bread, you know, and then also too, you want to be building up a live account as well, right? So that'll be something really, really good to do. And yeah, that's how I recommend it. Let's see here. Do you have experience on setting up multiple TPs in advance, similarly to how you showed with the short and long tool, but with multiple TPs in advance? For example, TP1, 4. Yeah, you can just do it. I see. So I need to cancel my data from TradingView. I have Tradeovate. Thank you, bro. Yeah. Cancel that. If you got Tradeovate, now let me say this, because it can be confusing. When you purchase prop firms and they allow you to select a Tradeovate option, you're not paying for data for those accounts. You get free data with every prop firm that you purchase. It comes with the account. So just know that every prop firm that you may purchase or do business with, you get free data with that. So I'm speaking on your live account, like the one in your name, the one that you put money in, your money in, that's the live account I'm speaking of. So yeah, on that, if you have a Tradeovate account, your name, your live account, use that. And it's real easy. Go in there. You have to fund the account first before you'll be able to purchase data. So let me say that. You have to fund the account, meaning you have to put funds in the account, and the funds have to clear. If you try to purchase data before funding the account, you won't be able to. You're going to be like, man, I can't find it, because it won't show up. Once the account is funded, meaning once there's monies in your account, then it'll give you the option will then pop up. It's a computer thing, right? So the option will pop up and you'll see like, oh, purchase data, because the system recognized that, hey, this particular person funded, got money in their account. Those funds are cleared. Then, like I said, that option will pop up. Pay for your data. You want the CME bundle. Remember, CME bundle, and it's $12.99. I can show you that real quick. Let's see here. Let's go here. Let me go to Tradeovate. All right, so let's go here, and I'll show you that real quickly. So this is what it's going to look like when you're in your live account. All right, when you go to Tradeovate and you go to sign in, you're going to have live trading, right? Because this is my account. This is not a prop firm account. It's my account. So I have live trading, market price simulation, right? So I'm just going to hit simulation, right? All right. This is what you're going to do. So you're going to go here, application settings, right? And then you're going to go to add-ons, right? And then you'll select the trading view option. In your live account, you have to pay for it. It's $9 a month, right? And then that's pretty much it. And everything else that says free, you want to select that. You don't need any of this. You don't need extended tick data. You don't need no market replay. You don't need the API access. Order flow, you can hit that. It's free. All right. Now, subscriptions. Where is it? This is what you want right here. CME bundle. Level 1, top of book. And as you can see, it's $12 a month. Yep, 12 a month. This is what you want. Let me see if I can see it. Yes. The reason why you want the CME bundle, because it allows you to trade pretty much all this stuff. The CME group. It allows you to trade all this. Literally, that's why you want the CME bundle. So this way, you won't have any problem trading any of your futures. Now, I know a lot of us don't trade wheat. We don't trade treasury bonds. We don't trade, soybeans and stuff like that. But it's going to allow you to trade YM, ES, gold, silver, of course, NQ, NG, if you trade natural gas. So it's going to allow you to trade all of that. So you want the CME data, $12 a month, CME bundle. And like I said, none of this won't pop up until you fund your account first. So real simple, but you have to do it in that way. So just remember, we're going to go back. So you're going to log in to your Tradeovate account. You're going to hit application settings. You're going to go to add-ons. You want to make sure that this TradingView add-on is selected, order flow is selected, and everything else that's free is selected. You don't need none of this other stuff. You don't need to spend for any of that. Just the $9.99 a month and the $12 a month for the CME bundle. Now, if you were in a prop firm account, like I'm gonna show you, just so we have the clarity and understand exactly what's going on, because this can be very confusing. All right. So let me log out. Okay, cool. So let me see here. How am I going to do this? Because I want to show you this too. Oh, I know how to do. Let me do it. Nope. Let me do it here. All right. See that? You saw how I switched? It's so crazy, yo. Come on, man. Let me get my Apex in there. All right, cool. All right. Start simulated trading. All right, cool. So, all right. So this is what we're going to do. So then, if you notice, same thing. Application settings, add-ons. You'll notice that it's free on all of your prop firm accounts. Whenever you log into your Tradeovate account with your prop firm credentials on Tradeovate, all this is going to be free because you get that with it. You get the Tradeovate, the TradingView add-on with your prop firms. All that stuff is free and the data. So that's gonna be the only difference. Other than that, like I said, if you're in your live account, then you're going to do what we did the first time. Real simple, real easy. Real easy. So just make sure you do that, because if you don't have that selected, it's going to my 20 accounts. All right. So hope that gave. Oh, someone asked me something. Margie said, "What is the 8% line of your chart?" That is the 8% line. That is the so every year, going back 151 years. Margie, the market has always had an 8% gain. Every year. Why is this here? All right, cool. Always had an 8% gain every year. So this 8% line is where that gain is for 2026. 2025, it was much lower than that. Of course, it had to be 8% below, right? If we have an 8% gain. So this is what it was for 2025. 24,697.25. So that is basically a line that I have on my charts so I can understand what my macro bias is. Jeez Louise. All right, so London closed at 8. 15 minutes ago, London just closed. Excuse me, at 11. I'm saying 8 because my time. London just closed, so now it's only New York session in. And also, too, we had that news, right? We had FOMC minutes, which came on at 11. Oh, no, it's 11 for me. My bad. Not yet. We still got about 2 hours and 45 minutes for that. But so going back to the 8% line, as I said, historically, going back 151 years, the market has always had an 8% increase in return. So I like to have the 8% line on my chart because it gives me a macro bias as to where a price is based on the 8% line. Now, someone asked me, why would you have it on your chart? Because honestly, when price gets close to this line, I'm not looking to sell off this line. I'm only looking to buy off. And doesn't mean if price comes down here, then I'm going to select buy. I'm saying for my strategies. If price starts playing down in here, I'm only looking for buys. I'm not looking for sells. Because I know based on that 151 years going back, that what? Price tends to have an 8% return. So I don't want to really sell too much off that 8% line. I really would like to buy on it. So the reason why I like it on my charts, because I know when price gets here, it's an indication for me that I'm not really jumping into no sells. Even if I see a setup, I'm going to jump into buys. So that's why I have it, if that makes any sense. And going back to bottom, okay, bottom end, what I would say is you can do this. You can only set up one, of course, with the short and long position tool. So what I would do, if you want to set up multiple TPs, this is the way I would do it. I would just manually, make sure I'm on my demo account. Yeah, I would manually just do it, real easy. And I have a video for this too. So let's say my entry's here, right? All right, I'm going to go into buy. Okay. Let's say I want to take out one contract. I want to give myself 5 different TPs, one for each micro contract. Here, sell limit, and change this to 1. Confirm. All right, that's 1. Here, do another one. 2. Say it's going to be my 3rd TP. 3. 4 TP. 4. And let's say my last TP is right here. 5. There's my multiple TPs. And let's say my stop loss is here. That'd be a sell. Well, it's not giving me, that's the thing about the system. It's not going to give you a stop loss until you're in the trade when you do it manually. So if I was in the trade, then you would see a sell stop right here, not a buy stop. But because I'm not in the trade, it's not giving me that option just yet. So that's how you would set up multiple TPs bottom end. If you want to do it, you just got to just manually do it. And then of course, when price hits this one, this 5 will turn into 4. Hits the second one, this 4 will turn to 3. Third one, 3 will turn to 2, and so on and so forth. That'll be the way you do it. Real simple. You pay for the, I paid for the TradingView add-on. I think you saw that. just for the indicators. Trade. Did you enter a trade and let it run? No, I did not. I was on. I took my nail girl. I took the Lazy's trade, like if I was re-entering his trade on demo, but I got stopped out. Yeah. Let's see here. So now that T dropped the gem and save you $9.99, now you can sign up with the vault and we will see you in the PM. Absolutely. What he said. Absolutely. Saved them that little bread, no doubt. Just became a Sneehall. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate that. Which one? 8% line for 2026 is 28,511. Going to mark that on your chart. Real simple. And then you can also, when you mark it on your chart, you can hit this T right here. Actually, let me do that again. Let me show you. I have it locked. You can lock it so this way you don't accidentally, like, you can't move it if you happen to slide your mouse there, because sometimes that happens. But if you go here and hit settings, you have style. You can change like the color if you want. You can change the size of the line down here. If you want to add text, see I have my text in there. You can change the font on it. You can make it bold. You can make it italic. You can put, if you want it on the top of the line, to the right. You can put, if you want it to the left, it'll move over here. But if you want it in the center, I got mine to the right because it's out the way. Top of the line, bottom of the line, middle of the line, however you want it. Actually, I like it on the middle, so I'm gonna leave it on the middle. But yeah, that's how you do that. And just make sure that you lock it. Get this out the way. I keep forgetting my little. Yeah, just make sure that you lock it. And that's it for 2026. And then for 2025, it is 24,697.25. So let's do this. Go to settings. I'm going to move it on the middle of the line, so it'll be right on the line. And yeah, and then you can, like I said, you can change the font size. You can, if you want to make it, like I said, bold, italic, whatever, and it's there. So 8% line for 2025 is 24,697.25, and that's 24,697.25. Sneehall. I didn't even know that. You're a woman. Okay. My bad, sister. If I ever say a brother, my bad. My bad, sister. It was good to know that you're a sister. I'm glad I know these things because I want to make sure that I am not. Thank you for letting me know. Miss Sneehall, my sister. Yes. Yes. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that because if I say a brother, please forgive me. It's funny how you just automatically think, well, I can't say that. Based on the name, but honestly, I did not know. So, but yes, thank you for keeping me in line, my sister. We are good. I appreciate you, my sister, for joining. I look to see you on the members only stream tonight. That's going to be amazing. You are a member now. Welcome to the Genius Vault, and we're going to get this money together. So we have a members only evening session, and oh, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very, very much. Trust me. And I'm sorry that I was butchering your name because I hate doing that. I literally hate that. I hate when I butcher people's name. I just hate it. That's personal with me. I know people are like, it's no big deal, this and that. And I know it's not a big deal. Trust me, you guys. Like, I know that. But just me personally, that's just how I get down, the way I was raised. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my grandma would always tell me, like, it's this thing that when you're raised in the South, you're taught Southern hospitality, right? So when you're taught Southern hospitality, basically what you're taught to value other people, right? That's really what Southern hospitality is, right? It's a way of valuing relationships, especially valuing other people. So I always want to make sure that I'm never butchering anyone's name, and I'm always big on making sure that I value other people and just value relationships, friendships, whatever that is. So thank you, my guy. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Yes, we'll be on the live session. I know myself, I can't trade that session. It's one strategy that we're trading. So just jump in. You're a member, just jump in. Take it on demo. Take it on demo with us, Jerry Jack, so you can practice. I'll go over the whole strategy. Yeah, take it on demo. Take it on demo. Take it on demo with us. If nothing else, just take it on demo with us. And because think about this, Jerry Jack, it's the same trade every day, the same way, nothing changes. It's the same entry, close of the 5-minute candle. There's no confluences, there's no indicators, there's no nothing. So jump in and trade it with us on your demo account and practice. And I'm telling you, bro, like this is a strategy that you should definitely learn, and you should definitely get an account just to trade this strat. I'm telling you, bro, this strat makes bread, makes a lot of money. It'll lose, it loses, but when it hits, it makes up for the losses tenfold. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Every day you gain the right experience is a winning day, trade or no trade. Absolutely. I appreciate that, Ben. I appreciate that. Where can I join a group for agent sessions, and any recommendations for account size? Yes. Recommendations on account size for the, I recommend the Lucid Flex. Let's see here. Let me get there. Let's go. Lucid trading. So this is what I recommend. Well, there's two: take profit, or either one. Take profit 150K or Lucid. And I think Lucid has a 50% deal going on right now too. I don't know if it's over. So you want, let me do my screen share. This is the account that I recommend, Lucid Flex. This one right here. So one-time payment, it's not a subscription. It's dope. This is just a dope account. So 150K Lucid Flex, or the 150K take profit. Either one, you're good. Either one of those are good because they're basically similar. They're basically very, very similar. They both have 50% consistency rule in the eval, but no consistency in the funded. That means you can run it up. You ain't got to even worry about like going over a consistency rule or breaching that. You can run it up on both of those. So take profit, trader 150K, or the Lucid Flex, because Lucid has 3 different ones. They got Pro, Flex, and Direct. Get the Flex if you're going to get Lucid. Take profit, they only have one version of their 150K. So you're good there. So either one of those, you're good on that. And then as far as becoming a member, I'll get you fixed up with that real quick. Let's see here. Let's go here, here. Let's go to earn memberships. And let's see here. Boom. And go back. And I'm going to drop it in the comment section. Paste. There you are. All right. There you are, Emu. You got that in the green today. Your live is so informative. This whole community is awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. So true. Louisiana born and raised. Absolutely. Absolutely. I hope you have a great day and celebrate your birthday. Thank you, Bodovan. Word, I'll do that. That's what's up. I'll be getting those 5. Ooh, hey, that's what's up. C. McGregor, that's what's up. Take care. Thanks, Bodovan. Appreciate that. You're welcome, Emu. No problem. No problem. You're welcome. Hey, Trent, did you say Lucid is a one-time? Yes. Yes, Serena. One time. That's why I jumped on that. I'm like, one-time payment? No. Yeah, you can use code Euphoria for that too, y'all. You can use code Euphoria for that Lucid Flex. Yes. I don't have an affiliate. They don't like me. They don't even let me fill out an application. It's like, nah, we ain't messing with you. But yeah, use code Euphoria. But yeah, Serena, like, come on, that's big, right? No subscription. That's why I like the Lucid Flex over Take Profit, because Take Profit is still going to be a subscription. Even though Take Profits, think about this. It's true. Take Profit's 150K is cheaper than Lucid's 150K, but that's the thing. You know what I mean? You feel, in a sense, you're going to feel rushed to want to pass the eval on a Take Profit account because you know that subscription is coming in 30 days. At least on the Lucid Flex, yeah, it's a little bit more money, but it's a one-time payment, and that's it. And there's no activation fee. Come on, man, that's a no-brainer. One time. You pay for that account one time. All you got to do is pass it. That's it. Thank you, and thank you, community and trade. Gonna get those kids now. Keep strong on the journey. Thanks for the wisdom, guys, and happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. Good stuff. Like your style of communication. Absolutely. Thank you, Spiff Stick. Appreciate that. Absolutely, man. Just trying to, man, we gotta keep this community rocking, man. We all gotta get to where we're trying to be, and that's Trade Genius Island, man. That's what we're trying to get to. Not trying, that's where we're headed. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that was, I appreciate you. I have believe it or not, I have a widget. That was Emu. Thank you, Emu. Shout out to Emu. I appreciate that. I have a widget that's supposed to shout you out. Man, I've set this thing up 2-3 different times. I've done live tests on it. It's fine. And then when I come in the morning, it's like it never works. But I got more work to do. That's all I can say. But other than that, man, we're probably going to end up getting out. Did not know that. Yeah. So that's why I be on them. That's why I'm on that Lucid. Yeah, them Lucids is cool. Like one-time payments, no activation fees, no consistency rule in funded. And think about this, the consistency in the eval is still fire, it's 50%. So even though you got to get to $9,000, you can still make 4,500 and still, anything less than 4,500, you still meet the consistency rule. You can pass it in 2 days, roughly 3. Yeah. Are you all good? What's the best way to pass Lucid Flex account? There's really no best way to pass. This goes for any prop firm. If you think about it, there's really no best way to pass any prop firm, right? The best way to be what? How you trade, your discipline, taking your strategies. Remember, C. McGregor, we're only trading one strategy with these accounts. We're only going to trade the 5-0 with these 150Ks. We're not trading any other strategy with these. No other strategy. That's what I recommend. Of course, you can do what you like, but I recommend having prop firm accounts for particular strategies. Don't trade multiple strategies on one account. It stresses the account. Think about it. Let's say both of your strategies set up and you have one prop firm account you're trading on both strategies, and let's say you have business expenses on both trades that day. That account just took a hard hit. You know what I'm saying? So could you bring one of your notebooks so I can see and how to write mine for data? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm best way is to skip the true that. Best way is to skip the eval and go with TF. But for the 5-0, big brother, I've been pushing them to for the 5-0, I've been pushing them to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it allows them now. They know that if they take it on TF, they know that they're going to have to, watch the consistency rule. So that's going to change the way that they trade it. So those traders are going to have to do what? They're going to have to take their base hits. So the community is definitely aware of that. So either way, they can, they have that choice. But for the ones that want to do that, that's what I told them to do. If you want to, run it up without no consistency rule, that's another option. So definitely, absolutely. And let's see here. I am actually working on it's funny you said I'm working on a video, some content right now that I'm going to show you everything you need for your journal. Everything you need. It's going to have a whole breakdown of everything that you want to write in your journal, why, how, when, where, all of that stuff. I'm working on it as we speak. So I would definitely have that for you. It's going to be a whole breakdown. And shout out to my big brother. He lurking. He came in here to see me today, I guess because it's my birthday. So I guess I got to have a birthday every day for him to show up. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, you know what I was thinking too? Oh, I hit you on the side, big brother. I got a little idea on something. But I definitely hit you on the side when the stream is over. But any other questions anybody have? Any other questions anybody have? Oh, happy G-Day trend. Not sure if you answered this already, and forgive me. It's all good. I use Apex Administrator 8, and I'll give you the link. Shout out to Trent. I got to put this up on screen, of course. There we go. Thank you, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate that. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you though too, because without your mentorship, your guidance, I don't think I would be in this position this quick. And that's just keeping it real. You know what I mean? For real. I don't think I would be here this quick. But I appreciate you too, my guy. Much love as always. Like I always tell you, like, because of, what everything you gave me, like you helped change my life on that regard. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to trading. So I'm always ever grateful to you. I know you're always super laid back, super duper modest dude. Like, nah, man, you do the work. And that's true. I'm doing the work, but still, bro, you put me in the car. You know what I'm saying? I just had to just drive it and stay on the path. So even still with that, bro, I still appreciate you and always much love. You know that. You know how I feel about that. I'm always gonna give you that credit. Straight up. That's cool, Spiff Stick. Thank you, Kiara. Appreciate that. Donna said, thank you. Yeah, Scalp got to go for real. Right. Come on, man. That's why I say, bro. Man, that's one thing. I'm so blessed. I could have got in a community where, man, I didn't even have what I have right now. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, man, I'm blessed, like, to even land where I landed, man. For real. The goat came and graced us real quick. You know how goats are, right? They like unicorns. They don't come around that often. They do. They show their face. They flash in and they flash out. Thank you, Serena. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Well, y'all, let's go and get up out of here. Let's get ready for our members only session tonight. And boom. And we definitely gonna get it rocking. And shout out to Sneehall, man, for letting me know that is my sister. I appreciate that. For real. Simmons, I appreciate you taking the time to answer questions to help us be successful. I will follow your guidance to obtain data through TradeGheenyuz to use the money to join your. Hey, that's what's up. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Or ma'am or miss. Hey. Got to put that up on screen. That's what's up. Shout out. Olate, what's up? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate that. That's what's up. JR, appreciate you. Sneehall, say he, exactly. Hey, you know what? I'm so glad that, just call me Trent. You ain't got to call me sir. Just call me Trent. We family. You ain't got to call me sir. Call me Trent. Yeah, you can say Trent. But I appreciate the respect. Most definitely, I appreciate the respect. They're like A+ setup, right? For real. That's what's up. But yeah, man, I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all know how y'all know my heart. Y'all know how I feel. I appreciate all of y'all, man. For real, I appreciate all the birthday wishes. It was amazing. Thanks for just making the time here special today. Everyone only has one day. We got one day every year that we get to celebrate. Trent, yeah. Sneehall, Trent. Yeah, Trent. Like I said, I appreciate the respect, but yeah, no one has to call. Yeah, sir makes me feel older than what I really am. True that. But then on top of that, like, I'm Trent. I'm just Trent. That's it. Pause. See, prove it. Right. But yeah, but once again, man, I appreciate all of y'all birthday wishes. Just making the day just that much more greater. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. That's another reason why I was coming in here on my birthday. I knew I was going to come and do my stream this morning and do our members only stream this evening. Like, I don't care. Like, don't get me wrong. My birthday is my birthday. And I know everyone only gets one of those every year, but still, like, this is my community. This is something that I started. I love what I'm doing, and I don't see no reason to, like, not want to be in here. I don't care what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be in here. I'm going to sit in this seat. I took the responsibility to get in the driver's seat. I'm going to take us where we need to go. Period. That's the best thing I can say. Look at Ben. Thank you, Uncle T. But that's what's up, man. I appreciate y'all as always. Love y'all. Shout out to the Edge Founder co-founders, my brothers, Juvier, Scalp God. Without them, we wouldn't be here. And other than that, have a blessed remainder of your Wednesday. And I definitely look forward to seeing y'all later on our members only live session. So with that said, she said we are his babies. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. But hey, guess what? I take it. I'm about to strap everybody up in their car seat. Hey, we good. Look back there. Y'all good? All right. We about to go. For real. But y'all have a great day, man. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See y'all this evening. All right now. Yay.